Hello everyone, today I'm on Epic 7. I'm gonna be talking about Lidica and the balance change that she got yesterday. So people are saying she's the new most cancerous unit in PvP, the new Arbiter Vildred, bonkers, busted, whatever. Today I'm going to prove that, or at least discuss, how she's not really gonna be that big of a deal when it comes to PvP. Especially in high tier PvP where I know that people always pick counter units or the meta units that always counters her. So let's first talk about Lidica and her gear requirements. Now before this, you only need speed and effectiveness because as a CR pusher she needs to be fast, and also she needs the effectiveness so that she can dispel. But now that her S3 can give skill nullifier when she crits, you now need to build her for crit chance as well. So she already has three main stats to build: speed, effectiveness, and crit chance, leaving her to be very squishy and very easily dealt with, especially if you can outspeed her. Now, speaking of outspeeding her, let's talk about the units who can easily outspeed her when you have the same gear as her. And let's look at the journal. The first I'm gonna be talking about in high tier PvP is Kairon. Now he has the highest, I think he has the highest base speed of everyone at 129. Now since this new change will make people build Lidica for crit chance, speed and effectiveness, she's gonna be really fast but really squishy. So Kairon can just one-shot her easily, which I don't know what to explain even further. So that's already a counter to her. Next is Cowric, who has a base speed of 119, 5 more base speed than Lidica. He has the same problem as her, but because he needs to be built for speed and effectiveness, but still a counter nonetheless. Even if she has immunity set, Cowric can still just reset her with his S2. Next, of course, the final fire unit is Fire Lidica. She also got buff in this patch, which is her S3 now decreases buffs by 1 turn, which is really all you need for immunity set. And since her base speed is also way faster than Faithless Lidica, she can already outspeed her, push her back, and now she's not even a threat. Next we have the warrior units. We have Seaside Bellona, of course, a counter to all AoE type units, but especially Lidica, because when Lidica uses her S2, that gives her 4 stacks of focus. Then she uses her S3, giving everyone the skill nullifier, giving her one more stack, Seaside Bellona, one more stack, and she will counter using her S2, and the skill nullifier is gone. So if you have Seaside Bellona, which I'm sure a lot of people have, she's already counted to her already. Next is Cerise, which a lot of people keep saying that she's very niche and very bad. She can be said to be also a counter to her. I've seen her in the top defense in arena. The high tier players also has more base speed than her. She can just use her Frost Storm to put her straight. Now since this doesn't have effect resistance ignore, so it's RNG to see whether or not it lands on her or not, but it's still a counter to Lidica. Who else in the warrior unit? Oh yes, of course, Elena. Now what I've seen so far, most people build Elena with the artifact that pushes the caster by 30% when using a non-skill ability, which her S2 can proc. So if Lidica uses her S2, she's just gonna push herself and she can use her S3 like no problem. And even if she's not on immunity set, she still has the effect resistance buff that prevents your units to be reset by Lidica's S3. And even if you're not building her immunity set, I don't know what you're doing with her, because she is a really good PvP unit and you want her to be able to use her skills as often as possible. So yeah, Elena, another counter. So next is Earth unit, obviously Bazaar. Where is he? Obviously Bazaar. He has lower base speed than her, but in high tier PvP, who knows? They have more speed than Lidica. He can just use his S2 S3, uh, Lidica won't even be able to put that skill nullify on everyone. So Bazaar still counters Lidica even with the buff. Next, let's look at the dark units with Fallen Cecilia. If she's built with immunity set or any of her other teams, she can only dispel using dispel Fallen Cecilia's barrier. So you can even reset anyone. And Fallen Cecilia also has her S3, which is AoE, and she can that just dispels the skill nullifier anyway. So it makes no difference whether or not FDK got the buff, when a lot of arena teams already contains Fallen Cecilia. Next is the really fast units, Assassin Cidd. With his base speed of 128, he's gonna outspeed a lot of Athleticas, which is because being faster, and also Athletica needing to build for crit chance now. She's gonna be very squishy. She can just be one-shotted. I mean, same thing as Kieran. Assassin Cidd, Assassin Coley, Kieran are all the same counters for Athletica. You just need to be faster than her, which is not that hard when they have high base speed than Athletica, and you can just instantly kill her and she's dealt with. And another honorable mention I would say is DJ Bazaar. The same thing, you just need to be faster than her so you can push your other units faster. Judge Kisei, I've seen some people building her really fast so that she can become a disruptor using her S3 to reset AoE. So she's also another counter. So I don't get why, because people are main concerns are in high tier PvP, which obviously contains a lot of these meta units. Judge Kisei, DJ Bazaar, Mate Chloe. They obviously have Assassin Cidd, Assassin Coley, Fallen Cecilia. Even some may have Faithless Lidica themselves to counter each other. Bazaar, Kieran, Elena, Cerise, Seaside Bellona. All of these high tier PvP players have these units, can easily counter Lidica. So I don't honestly get why people are calling her the new out of the Vildred, the new Kansas PvP unit, when you can just counter her so easily. And even if you don't have most of these units, just ban her in RTA. I don't know what's so difficult. Maybe it's because Faithless Lidica is the only Moonlight 5-star unit that I've got, and I've never pulled any other Moonlight 5 stars, and I'm being biased. But honestly, I don't see her being a game changer in any way. That's because she got this buff. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on my different perspective on Faithless Lidica. It's not the same as most content creators are making her making her OP as making her not good as she is. And I don't know how the phrase goes, making her sound as OP when she's not really that OP. And because, I mean, come on, she's a Moonlight 5-star unit, she's supposed to be that good above the RGB units. I mean, people complain about Lidica probably owns Arbiter Vildred, Fallen CC, Mate Chloe, Apocalypse Ravi. I mean, it makes her the same tier as all of those other Moonlight 5 stars, which I was really hoping that she would when she was released. I mean, like, people keep calling her really niche. I mean, the only she does is CR push, and I think that giving her this buff really makes her as good, not better than the other Moonlight 5 stars, but as good as the other Moonlight 5 star meta units, which I really hope people can see that she's not really that OP. She's good as she is with the buff. I mean, her place in the meta doesn't really change just because of that buff, because people already build cons for her. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope no one gets too what's the word? I don't really know what's the word. Too offended by my 2 cents, because they may think I'm being biased because Lidica is my only 5-star unit. And I really hope you take we can get a proper discussion. If any of you want to actually talk about in the comments, I'm really appreciate if you be more civil, if anyone is even gonna watch this video. So yeah.